welcome back. And we are now down to our last, There'll be our last story to see us right now with our author, Bernie Macaulay. You already saw his author of the hour earlier. So,
Yes, that's right. And you know what, Nelsie, was still good, right?
yeah.
I know we're about to end the day, but it was really an interesting discussion with our authors. And it's really a good thing that we were able to help them share their story,
Yeah.
and most importantly, share knowledge to our viewers as well. When it comes to mentioning their life experiences, it's actually a good thing, and we're very glad to have this platform for them.
For everyone. For author of the hour earlier, we have Bernie Macaulay, but
Right.
good. Uh,
It actually talks about Joni, which is a woman who followed footsteps of his father, and to become the Top Gun Poe, or the Chieftain of War, as a pilot. And actually, as what I am showing, as what I have listened earlier, Nelsie, these books actually talks about women empowerment as well. I mean, because Joni is a woman, right? And being part of that group, that there's a lot of men who is involved. I mean, it's really an advantage for her to really, do something to really step up, even if she's a woman.
yeah.
Because right now,
I mean, what a stereotype thing. If you're a woman, usually you're going to be a housewife. You're
right,
bitch. Probably the job for you is like an office, accountant, teacher maybe. But a lot of girls, or I mean, a lot of women right now are actually breaking those kind of stereotypes, becoming soldiers, becoming
right,
a policeman,
just like with
like
Joni,
yeah,
being a
just
pilot.
like how the story with British book right now going on is being a pilot, because it's not common for a lady to become a pilot, because
Right.
a lot of people associate it with a guy over along the way. I mean, even now on other countries, or even like in any other country, sometimes girls have this stereotype saying that they cannot do much more than the guys, as because it's different trends, different in things, but we're all just the same. It's just that you're born as a guy, different as born as a girl. The different thing is the only different thing, but we have the same. Like we have two feet and two hands, and we can do as much as what you can do.
Right. And it's actually a good thing that what Bernie Macaulay tries to really imply in this book is for everyone to really know the capabilities of the woman, especially when they really love what they're doing, especially when they're very dedicated to what, especially on their job. Yeah, and then of course showing it to the people that, hey, I can do more than being a woman, right? Especially having that platform, standing up for what you know is also right. And I mean, it's because after all, it's not just about your gender, right? It's
No,
about the capabilities of someone who can really do that specific job. Yeah, it's actually showing in this book.
I mean, before, like, not just long ago, but just like 2 decades ago, maybe, probably, like, girls are looked down upon that they should not study. Like,
Right.
there's a lot of things that before that actually changed right now. 'Cause before, there was this thing that girls don't have the privilege to study. The guys are the only ones who have those kind of things. They can study, they can learn, they can write, all those stuff. But the girls are supposed to be just going to be pretty, stay at home.
That's right. We thought we just stay at home.
Yeah, just be at home, cook, be a girl, be like this, just be pretty. And you're like a trophy for. I mean, like before, I think it's just like you're gonna be the trophy for guys. Like if you're the prettiest, and you're gonna be taking care of them.
Sure. To do house chores, and then that's just it.
Even right now, there's still a little bit of stereotypes that still happening. Like you shouldn't be like that. With a lot of things and a lot of religions, but because of how we are starting to be modernized, also,
That's right.
a lot of girls and ladies are actually exploring a lot more about themselves. Like I can actually do this. I can actually do those kind of stuff that I thought only guys can do it. But now I can actually do it and boast that I am better than them with it.
It's just a matter of being also confident that you can really do, kind of stuff that men are also doing.
Yes.
And of course, especially when you know to yourself that, hey, I can't really do this. then you really need to have that platform to really prove them wrong, right? And it's actually a good thing that there's also authors who will create such books like this, especially
Women
uplifting
empowerment.
someone. That's right, to really have the belief of themselves. I mean, to really be confident, right?
Yes.
That you can really do such things.
I mean, the author Bernie Macaulay is a guy, but he's writing something with a girl's perspective for actually that's actually a bit inspiring because now we see that there's a lot of changes happening that's not like guys already thought about girls' capabilities already. Just by showing on this book that he chose a girl as the main character because usually the main character, especially with this kind of stuff, army and stuff, are usually like guys all the time, boys.
Exactly.
But now he showed us that a girl can do it also, and a guy can write something about a girl also.
Right. I really love this first this kind of story that someone is actually talking. I mean, someone is actually having this kind of topic, especially advocating for women out there to really stand up for themselves. Yes, women empowerment, of course. And also a good thing about this, I think, what's the inspiration behind of Bernie really creating this book, analyses, maybe because of his experience as well, that because he was actually in the army way back, right? And then being on 38 years in airline industry, I know that there's a lot of things that Bernie can really discover with the experiences that he has from the past. Sharing, creating this kind of story. It's very fascinating.
Really fascinating thing because actually, I mean, a lot of guys try to think that the relate a girl doesn't have a lot of strength, like a girl can do this, but girls are actually more than what they think of. Because I mean, like we gave birth to like guys. Like I mean, like girls are the ones who giving birth to those people, like
Exactly right.
opening
I also
and
believe that
carrying.
as
Yeah.
for the Beyonce song, women really runs the world.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, you carrying a whole new person inside of you for a couple of months, giving birth. After that, you're still gonna carry that kid until they get married. I mean, a kid is still a kid. If it's your kid, it's your kid. I mean, that's how the mother works. Like, I mean, with the dad, maybe they can just leave the kid somewhere with that. But if it's a mom, it's always there. The kid will be always there with you since the beginning. So girls are the ones who actually should be really empowered because I mean a lot of things are happening like because of us. Like for guys, yes, maybe they're working, but when they go home, they don't know how hard it was for their wife.
Yeah, even if it was just staying home,
Yes,
right?
yeah, even though staying home, especially when you have kids,
Yeah, to
you
take
have
care
a
of
lot of
kids,
things,
doing housework.
a lot of
Right.
house chores and like taking care of you. So as a guy, like cooking for you, doing laundry for you, making the house
Exactly.
clean, everything. The kids is on.
Just for you guys to be comfortable, when you're at home.
So that's how actually that I mean it's a really a good thing, but a lot of people right now is like respecting and giving more effort, like knowing more how to become a girl and how to become a lady, not just
Yeah, to
being
really
a guy.
acknowledge the women's, sacrifices for all the things that women are actually doing for them, for their family, for themselves as well, right?
A lot of sacrifice.
Exactly. And you know what, Nancy, I can see that earlier because I was able to also see the video, the author of the hour session with Mr. Brendan McCauley. He's actually sharing some photos during the interview to show this to our viewers his experience from the past, riding horses, showing the pictures of the other hobbies he has, and it's actually very cute because she's very. I know that she's very. I mean, he's very into this. Sharing his story, and we're very glad to have this platform for others, right?
He's actually enjoying like sharing his world to the world.
That's right.
Sharing his little world to the big world. Like showing and telling the audience who he is, what he is, how he is built. 'Cause I mean, not a lot of people will show their pictures like their past things because they don't want to be seen. But I mean, like at least he have been having a lot of experiences
Mhm.
throughout his life, and now he's sharing it through his book
That's
and
right.
like inspiring a lot of girls and telling a lot of guys that there's respect for girls and there's a lot of things that you need to know more about
Mhm.
girls.
Yes, I would totally agree on that, Nancy. And here, Nancy, for today's session, what is your favorite part?
Actually, for today's session, my favorite part was probably like the first two authors that we have, Russell and Roser,
Mhm.
that for the pre-recording and the author of the R, because I mean we learned a lot of how to like be patient and how to overcome a lot of things. Because I mean it's not that easy to do that, you know, with Sir Russell Marlet's book and Sir Russell McDonald's because Sir Russell Marlet's book is letting you realize like the reality, like the reality behind the reality. Like they're just
Exactly.
a mirror of everything. Like there's always connection in what we're doing for everyone. Like what we do right now is actually a next step for someone else.
That's
So
right.
that's actually one of the things that is really quite interesting for me that I learned today. How about you?
I love that. Yeah, of course. My favorite part is when I got this chance to have this Cotterell talk about science, about moon, and how does it really work in there to be like as a star, let's say in space exploration. Then of course it's Mickey Geiger, most definitely, right? I mean, it's very interesting to really know information, a lot of information about animals, how they get the chance to, really express themselves towards people, interact with. I mean, it's such a good thing. And of course, every author, we really love their genre of the book, especially when it's advocating for a specific cause and agenda. I know that this is something that would really help a lot of people with all the experiences to share, the knowledge that they have, the knowledge that they can carry. And most importantly, of course, because again, it's not just about them sharing their story to the world, but of course, it's also about providing some advices, providing some guidance, and again, the learning, inspiration.
The learnings and inspirations that like readers and the audience can get from them. Like starting from our pre-recorded with Mr. Russell McDonald and then continuing with the other of the artist, Russell Marlet, and then live book author for Miss Napperson, no,
Napasorn with it.
yeah, yeah. Apologies. And then author of the art Cottrell, and then the live booth again for Cottrell, and then the live booth also for location Townsend, and the pre-recorded session of Beauty Daggers. And then we had our
Last but not least,
Brady McCoy as another of the art. And I hope all of you enjoy actually all of the authors that we offered for you today. And for the other days that actually happened, because I mean, all of these authors are actually really, really inspiring and actually really nice that they open up to connect with us. Like I mean, we did help them connect with people, but it's actually really good that they've been writing this book to share with a lot of people.
Yeah, so I totally agree with that, Nancy. And again, for those who you are watching in our live session for today, so again, you can check their books. It's available in Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and then you can also follow them on their websites, and of course on our Readers Magazine page and other social media platforms. And then yes, you'll be able to get the chance to also interact with other viewers. I mean, yeah, other viewers, other authors, other let's say writers, enthusiasts. So yeah.
Yes, and also you can visit the website of www.thefestivalsandstorytellers.com. Yes. You can just sign up there and you will be updated throughout what will be happening on the festival.
On the next following days, yes. And of course, for tomorrow's session, Elsie, I know that you will be with them again.
Yes,
right?
I will be with you.
So let's invite them.
I will be having a new partner for tomorrow, and hopefully you'll be still there with us. And we will still be talking about all the authors that we will be having tomorrow, and it will be an exciting day as it will be the 14th day of our Blockfield event of our chapter 3. It's actually quite Saturday. because it's gonna be probably the last day of our stuff there because it's the 14th day
Mm-hmm. Right.
for the
Tomorrow will be the
festival.
14th day.
Yes, the festivals of storytellers, but still please continue and following us and also following the authors that we will be showing you and let you know more about them and also their best.
Yes. And of course, we wanted to also take this opportunity to really say thank you so much for all the authors who really chose Reader's Magnet to be part of this journey. And of course, again, that's what I have mentioned earlier, that it's really a good platform for them to share their story. And of course, we are very glad that we are also part of this journey towards them reaching their goal as an author. So again, thank you so much for all the authors who, because of course, for our viewers who's also watching us for, like every day, ever since day one, from the New York Library Association Book Fair, especially, and of course, the Festival of Storytellers. And again, please do check us on our website, readersmagnet.com, to follow us for more information, more events that you can, be excited with, look forward to. That's right.
And we will be having not just this event, we will be having a lot of events going on for authors so that they can.
There will be a lot of surprises as well.
Yes, so they can connect more to your audience and to your readers and give you more about them and about their book and inspire a lot of people.
Okay, so yes, that's it. Thank you so much, everyone. And as we say it here in Reader's Magnet, we share your stories with the world. Thank you.